Alright guys, I wanted to give a tip. I am winding down the season doing a lot of major overhauls on my Wraith, primarily putting in a rear steering, and had to make some adjustments there. While doing so, took the Wraith apart and notice I started getting corrosion on my ESC wire to my extension wire. Now I cleaned it off pretty good, but to prevent that from happening, what you can use, and I didn't do it the first time because I didn't think about it, was Gard antioxidant compound. Started using this on all of my connections, and I have absolutely no issues with water and oxidization. It does not conduct electricity, so therefore you can spread it on there, put it together, and do it. One of the main things that I see getting oxidation is when folks don't do direct connections here and they put the push-on connectors. Those will get arcing and oxidation really quick and cause you to have a bad wire. Now these are solid all the way through. They are soldered together just to extend my Dean's connector. But in some of my other RC models, when those are just plug type connectors for the Deans to fit on there going to the ESC, I've gone ahead and done Oxguard on that. Sometimes people will do it on the leads coming off the motor. Now, again, I have the leads that are direct connect, and I don't have any splice joints or butt connections in between. But if I did, then again, I would just put Oxguard on there. Some of my RTR models that I get have that, so that way it can make for an easy motor swap, especially when you can't plug the wires directly into the ESC, because it is a hardwired connection to the board, unlike my Sidewinder 4. So, if you've got oxidized connectors and or you are doing maintenance to your machine, put this stuff on each connector and you won't have any issues moving forward with any oxidization at all. They use these in the 120 panels for houses. It is a requirement by NEC code to keep from arcing and or the connections becoming oxidized, because you're going copper to aluminum, and that will cause some oxidation with that. So that's it. Alright, I went ahead and ox-guarded this connector and put it together. Now I like to put tape on it, and I have used heat shrink. The problem with the connector this big is you can only heat shrink and really get the center to be tight, while the sides will typically be open, and that'll cause a lot of moisture problems. So what I do is I take tape and I start at this end, go up towards this end, and then go back over it, so the original start point of the tape is being covered back over by the new tape. End it on the wire, get it nice and tight, and then I put a small zip tie on there just to keep that tape from coming off. What I'm really trying to do here is just keep that connector together. I don't want it to vibrate loose, get caught up on something, come out, and then I'm out on the trail and unfortunately got to rig down, which is no fun to anyone. So tape it up just to make sure that connector stays together. Use your Oxguard for the corrosion and it should be good. And then lastly, don't forget when you're done to have a beer or beverage of your choice. The better the beer, better the job.